Welcome. Hi, everybody, to the horoscopes of October the 28th. I'm Jennifer Angel, and this is my planetary overview. So I'm going to go through that. There's a lot happening this week, and you'll be able to pick up more information and a more intensive read on this on my website, jenniferangel.com. Just go ahead and into the horoscope page, and there you'll be able to read your sun sign report for each week as well. All right, let's get started. A little later on, I'm going to sort of tell you about the daily, how to access the daily and monthly horoscopes too. All right, so this week just starts off right at the beginning of the week with Mars in Cancer, which is going to trine Neptune in Pisces right on the 28th. Now, this is a harmonious connection. The trines are always like the path of least resistance opening up. So we love the trines, all right? They're almost like meant to be. And as long as you're paying attention and noticing what's going on around you, then you can, capitalize on them. There's, with Neptune, there's always a lot of sensitivity. Your imagination is, heightened as well. And, it connects us to our inner desires, like what motivates us, and what, more importantly, what motivates us to take action. All right. Now, you want to stay grounded as well with Neptune in Pisces. I always think it's a good balance of creativity and imagination, but a good balance of being realistic and idealistic, okay? And don't get locked in too much with boundaries, all right? Just let yourself sort of operate outside of the box a little bit more, all right? Now, also on the 28th of Venus, which is now in Sagittarius, is a square, which is traditionally a challenging aspect of Saturn in Pisces, okay? So this can bring some tensions because Venus in Sagittarius likes to have freedom and, not sort of make too many commitments, and Saturn likes to make commitments, but Pisces likes to be free flowing. So there's a lot of polarity with this particular aspect. It's going to sort of help us all just to think about our responsibilities. Be careful you don't have unrealistic expectations, and just try to go with the flow, a little bit more. And think about your commitments, like where do you want to have your commitments and what type of freedom do you need in your life? So this aspect really sort of just helps to open up to finding sort of balance between being adventurous and accountable, okay? And setting boundaries, but not too many boundaries. Like, what are the necessary boundaries you need to set for yourself, and where can you open up and have a little more flow? Okay. Now, on the 30th, right at the end of October, Mercury, which is in Scorpio now, is going to oppose, really, right, opposite Uranus in Taurus. So this opposition, you can get like sudden insights. Let's not forget that Mercury is the thinking planet, okay? So there's like shifts that can come through there, like communication shifts, and it can really like challenge our values and our beliefs. So allow yourself to go a little bit deeper there with, that information, how you feel about things, because nothing is set in stone, and the beliefs and the values that you had 5 or 10 years ago are not necessarily the same now. Okay, we change, and our beliefs and values change along with that. So be careful of being impulsive, And, that's the Uranus energy. And, be careful of misunderstandings, because when you have an impulsive reaction, then, sometimes you can jump in and you haven't heard what the other person is saying. And so you don't get like the full meaning, and therefore it's a misunderstanding, and that can disrupt a relationship. Okay. So, if you can just like step back, remember, communication is just not about talking. It's, about listening as well, and body language comes into it as well. So, just keep all that in mind. And then on November the 1st, there's a new moon in Scorpio. So this new moon just helps us go a little deeper, be a little more intimate with ourselves, allow ourselves to be more vulnerable. And that's really where transformation comes from, doing something different, allowing ourselves to be open and to embrace change. Okay. Does like really encourage us all just to dive a little deeper into our subconscious. And the new moon is always about renewal. It's about rebirth. It's a new start. And so in this sense, when we dive a little deeper, with that, new moon sort of energy, then it does sort of help us just to get in touch with ourselves a little more. Like, what are our fears? What are our insecurities? Are they even relevant anymore? Are we just holding on to something that, is not even relevant in our life anymore, but it's become like a habit? And, if that sort of rings a bell with you, you might want to have a look at my executive reset. Of course, you don't have to be an executive to have it, but, and it's a 90-minute session where it goes through your mind, body, and soul alignment in this 90-minute session, and reset. Like, what are you doing with your habits, your routines? Are they serving you? Are you holding on to just old stuff, and you're just holding on to it because it's a habit now? And so can we let go of that and practice more mindfulness? So, if you're feeling that things are holding you back or you're stagnant, then that is a great session. So it's called, if you go into jenniferangel.com, I'll put it down on the down below as well, but on jenniferangel.com, programs and consults, and just go there, you'll see it, the executive reset. It's a great session. I love doing that. People get a lot of clarity, and set new sort of actions and habits with that. So it's really powerful. All right, so moving on. So Mercury, on the November the 2nd, Mercury is going to move from from Scorpio into Sagittarius. So I love this because, in Sagittarius, Mercury becomes really optimistic, and big ideas can come through. It allows you just to really step out of your box and think, like, what if, and just have a broader perspective on life. It's really very open-mindedness. It's philosophical discussions as well. It brings in travel, education, just seeking new experiences. Okay, because it's that thing, we keep doing the same thing all the time, then we're going to get the same result. Okay, so the Mercury in Sagittarius just opens up what else is possible. Now, of course, there is always a challenge, even when it's a positive aspect. So, excuse me. So the opposite of this is that you want to be careful of just being too candid and too blunt. Okay, so just be sensitive to other people. All right, so the Sagittarius energy has a really beautiful honesty about it, but you want to think about how you're delivering that honesty, and certainly think about your tone as well. Okay, but it does open up opportunities for just have some personal growth just by simply being curious. Okay. Now, on November the 3rd, Venus in Sagittarius is going to be opposite Jupiter in Gemini. This is great. I love this. It's very dynamic. And it helps us just like build relationships, because let's face it, that's what we're here for, right? We're here just to learn through our relationships, not just love relationships, all relationships, family, friends, co-workers, you name it, people that anybody that pushes your buttons, you want to think about that. Like, what is that? Is that like a, is this like a repetitive thing that keeps happening? It keeps showing up in your life, but in different situations. So, you want to sort of think about this, but this particular opposition really does encourage us like optimism. It's like creativity, love, and just helps us seek, new experiences. All right. And just helps us all to just embrace that exhilarating energy, because, enthusiasm builds enthusiasm. And, one of the ways to manifest is just to get excited about what you want to manifest, what you want to bring into your life, rather than be down and glum about not having it in your life, which tends to block the energy off. Like, get excited about the prospect of having that thing, situation, person in your life. And that's what brings the energy through. All right. Also, on November the 3rd, Mars will enter Leo. I love Mars in Leo. It's bold, it's expressive, it's a surge of energy, confidence, passion, all of the above. And it just pursues the desires with enthusiasm and just really going for it, making up your mind what you want in life, what is your dream, and never letting go of that dream and just going for it. Okay. So it's a lot of charisma, it's a lot of courage. It's great for initiating projects. It's great for getting out there and showcasing your talents, your skill set, showing the world who you are and what you can do, right? So if you're a little bit shy or introvert, just like push yourself forward, just give yourself a big shove and say, I can do this, okay? So you want to be careful of clashes of ego, though, all right? And so be a little bit, mindful of what other people are going through too. But also be mindful that not everybody on this planet is going to like you. There's going to be a heap of people that are, and some people are just not going to be walking the same path as you. But you know what? There's a lot of people who are. So they're the people you want to attract, your tribe, and they're the people that you want to invite into your inner world, right? The ones that excited about your passions, and they want to be in your team, they want to be in your soul family and your tribe, and you cooperating with each other. All right. Now, just to wrap up the week, this is a dynamic blend of just emotional depth, transformational potential with, Mars in Cancer trining Neptune in Pisces, so it's very intuitive, very creative. Of course, there's some challenges in relationships, so about balancing freedom with responsibility. Only you know what that balance is for you. So, try not to allow someone else to tell you what that balance is. You want to sort that out for yourself. And then, if need be, you can start to compromise a little, not too much, not more than you feel comfortable with, okay? It's a time just to reevaluate how we communicate, what our beliefs and values are. The new moon brings like a powerful opportunity just for setting intentions and embracing change. And as you know, Mercury transits into Sagittarius, there's very much an open-mindedness and adventurous spirit about this week. And the Venus and Jupiter opposition, you know, that's great for relationships, and that Leo energy with Mars moving into Leo is very passionate. It's action oriented. So overall, this week's just going to present a chance for, you know, deep reflection, creative inspiration, assertive movement forward, and at the same time being conscious of the ebb and flow of the energy with relationships and your own emotions. Okay. All right. Now, if you love daily horoscopes and monthly horoscopes, you want to go ahead to jenniferangel.com. Just go up to, I'll put it down here too. Go out to programs and consults on the homepage, and you'll see Astro Wealth Wisdom. This is my subscription program. There's a lot of information in there. You know, every single day, every single week, every month. Okay, it's $19.50. Give it a go, and it really helps you to strategize your day and your month, and you know, each week gives you a great deal of insight. And this is a 7-day trial, so you know what, get it, you don't like it, just cancel before 7 days and you're not going to be charged. Okay, but you can cancel anytime. So you know, if it sounds good to you, then go in and give that a go. Also, please subscribe, and I'd love it if you could share this video, because that then tells the YouTube algorithms that people are liking this, and it puts it in front of other people, and that really would help my channel a great deal. So thank you very much. All right, bye for now. Have a great week.